Good morning, YouTube. A little bit different of a project today. What we have here is, you probably can't tell on camera, but this driveway has a bunch of settlement here. Again, you probably can't tell, but that goes down probably a foot and then comes back up again. The homeowner built the house, so they're pretty sure this is probably like an old stump dump or something in here. As you can see, it's been patched a bunch of times already and it keeps settling. He had a wall just like that over here, and that wall got a big low spot in it. So what we are going to do is saw cut this section out and that section out over there, and basically just keep digging down as far as we need to figure out what is causing the settlement. And then once we get down to the bottom, whether that's 3 feet, 4 feet, 5 feet, 6 feet, who knows, we're going to load up all the bad soil and just dump it over the edge there, and then bring in some modified stone and basically just compact everything up in lifts and hopefully stop it. And then after that, we're not going to do it while we're here now because we just don't have time, but we are going to redo all of these pavers with brand new. So we'll be revisiting this one here in the future, probably in a couple weeks. But in the meantime, Mike is going to finish greasing up the Mini, and I'm going to saw cut this out and see what we can find. Alright, so the homeowner came out and said, don't worry about saw cutting it because it's been repaired twice now, so this should just pry right up off of the old patio or driveway. You get a little closer just to confirm. thought. It's not gonna fit. idea of what we have to do. It's coming off good. And again, by the time we dig down, this is probably going to collapse in depending on how low we have to go. So he's obviously going to get his driveway redone. So we got to go over to about right where the end of the Mini is sitting. This is why my poor aluminum beds get destroyed. That upper one's gonna blow that tailgate off. Hopefully it slides off soon. she's going clog. Hold on. Yeah, there's one on there. Let me try and push it off. Figured that was gonna happen. That's why I hate dumping this shit off. Put it down and then go forward kind of fast and hit the brakes and see if it slides forward off the back of the tailgate. Yeah. One more. Should be all right. Let's see what a frickin' looks like here. Oh God, I think there's a yellow jacket nest right there. Hold on, let me look. It should go. Just gonna blow the tailgate off. Keep coming back. Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. Good. Great Monday. Let's figure this the hell out. All right, all the blacktop. I wish you could see that, how low that really is, but got all the blacktop out. It pulled up nicely. We saw cut a little further over here. It ended up breaking anyway because it's just so broken up already, but now I'm gonna kind of save what modified they have here, put it off to the side, and then once I get the dirt, we're just gonna load that in and see how low we have to go to figure out what is causing this to settle. built back in the 70s, I believe. And as you can see, they just bury their trash. Big metal pipe there, strap there. I think we're gonna have to, I mean, there's no telling how deep it goes, but you can just see all the trash. So that wall went right along here, and it settled because all the way, I mean, that's 4 foot. That's starting to deteriorate, and the ground is just slowly filling in the void. So I can feel there's some bigger stuff back here, but I mean, we're probably 5 foot deep right there, and I'm not at good ground yet, so this is going to be a lot of stone. A lot. Keep on digging. Metal. Oh, wood. Fridge door? This came off that. Ah, it's old dryer door. Put that back in the ground. An old freezer.
Huh?
Maybe an old freezer or something. There it is. I don't even remember how much we filmed. I think Mike got a couple good shots. So that's about, I don't know, 6 foot wide, 7 foot wide, and probably 5 foot deep. At least. There's a little bit more right there. But we don't want to mess up the tree, and we have to put a wall in there. So this was all decent dirt I kept. No point in getting rid of it. So now I am going to build myself a ramp to get down into there and start pulling some of that back so it's only about 6-8 inches thick, and then we're going to compact it in lifts, get as much dirt as we have back in, throw that stone back in, and basically fill this up with stone. Mike, I might take one more scoop out of there just to see if that's trash in there, and then once this is put back together, we have to do this one. And with how much this one settled, it was comparable to this side of the hole, and this is a freezer or something, so shoot. I'm thinking that is going to be just a big, something that was metal that had a lot of airspace in it, and now it's crushed over the years. Maybe it's a car, who knows? So we got that out of there, all that stuff. I think this was a dryer or something at some point. Who knows? I mean, obviously we don't want to dump this back in the woods, so we're keeping this off to the side, but there we go. All right, after lunch, go on down here. Yes, I know, it could collapse, I know, but it's pretty good dirt here. Gives you an idea of how deep we are. So we got probably about a foot or so of the good soil compacted down, nice and firm. Now we're gonna throw some of the geofabric in and then modify stone the rest. So let me get this bitch out of here, lay it out, and dump some stone in here. Yep. Get them to come back a little more. Now spread that out about a foot thick all through here. Tamp it real good, and the 19 has some stone in it as well. I'll dump that in. I'll send Mike back right away to get more, because it's going to take a lot. About 2 feet now. Got some good moisture in the modified, so that's about to collapse there. This load has really good moisture in it, so it's compacting very well. I've been sitting there, so before I get any higher with this, I want to kind of get that back up to grade. So we'll use this little pile of dirt to build in there, and then hopefully that'll get me kind of all on the same height. Got another load here ready to go. Still can't believe all this stuff they had in there. it's filled with stone, but really it's not. section done and do that part tomorrow. Got to go look at an estimate here in about an hour, so Mike will probably get 2 more loads and then we're going to call it done for today. And yeah, pick it back up tomorrow. But I'll turn it back on here before we leave. All right, done for the day. Mike is going to bring another 2 loads of stone back, so we have it in the morning. Made pretty good progress for not knowing what we were getting into. I just threw the boulders and the excavator here for the night, so you know, we don't get the notorious Amazon Prime drivers or something driving into that. But of the trash that we didn't haul out, that's what we found. Crazy. So we will be back in the morning to finish this up and then dig that section out. Adios.